Hello students, welcome to Dotto Academy. You are with Vishwanath Dotto learning English grammar in the easiest way possible. Before I start this video, I would like to request all of you, please do subscribe to my channel if you really want me to come live on YouTube. Okay, because as per the rules and regulations of YouTube, until or unless I do have 1000 subscribers on my channel, they will not allow me to go live. Therefore, this is my earnest request to you. So today we are going to solve one practice paper from ISC Total English book. Okay, my student. So let's start. So beginning with do as directed. The first question goes, I did everything I could do to persuade her to dance, but it had no effect. মানে হলো আমি সব চেষ্টাই করেছিলাম তাকে ডান্স করানোর জন্য, কিন্তু কোনো ফল হলো না। ইনস্ট্রাকশন গোজ নাথিং। তা তোমাকে কি লিখতে হবে, যে আমি যাই করলাম কোনোটার দ্বারাই তাকে নাচানো হলো না। So nothing I did could persuade her to dance. Full stop. Nothing I did could persuade her to dance. Okay. The second question, Ravi's intention was to help the poor beggar. Here you have to begin with Ravi had. So here most of the students do the mistake that they change the tense, but you don't have any right to change the tense of the sentence. Okay, here you see Ravi's intentions was to help, so it is written in the simple past tense. But if you write that Ravi had intended, it means you changed it into the past perfect tense, which you should not do. Therefore you should write like this, that Ravi had the intention of helping the poor beggar. Ravi had the intention of helping. After intention you must use the preposition of, and after that present participle ing form of the verb. Therefore you should write that Ravi had the intention of helping the poor beggar. Now third one, the flight from Delhi to Mumbai takes 2 hours. Begin it is a. So you can write like this, that it is a 2-hour flight, 2 hour, 2 hyphen hour, HOUR, or you can write 2 hours flight, no apostrophe s, no hyphen. Okay, so you just write that it is a 2-hour flight, or it is a 2 hours flight from Delhi to Mumbai. Now the fourth one, in spite of the cold weather, the old man went for his usual long walk. Start or begin although. So you should write like this, that although the weather was cold, because it is written in the past tense, so you must use was here. Although the weather was cold, comma, or you may write in this way, although it was the cold weather. Although it was the cold weather, or although the weather was cold, comma, don't forget to put the comma here. The old man went for his usual long walk. Okay. Now the fifth one, the nurse asks the doctor, may I know how you will handle that difficult case? Question mark. B, the nurse inquired. So this is actually you are asked to change the mode of narration here from direct to indirect. You should write like this, the nurse inquired of the doctor. Inquired takes off after it. Okay, so the nurse inquired of the doctor how you will. Here you have to write how he would, because you here refers to the doctor, and you should write he, and it is will become would here, because it is written in the past tense, so will becomes would. So you should write like this, the nurse inquired of the doctor how he would handle that difficult case. Full stop. Here in the question it is written may I know. You don't have to do anything with this phrase may I know, you just strike it out. Okay, because may I know, the very meaning is inserted in the word inquired. Okay, as you have written inquired, so there is no need of writing may I know. Okay, so just write the answer like this, the nurse inquired of the doctor how he would handle that difficult case. Full stop. Now the sixth one, unless you write clearly, your assignment will not be accepted if. So you can write like this, that if you do not write clearly, your assignment will not be accepted. If you do not write clearly, comma, your assignment will not be accepted. Or you may write in this way that if you write clearly, comma, your assignment will be accepted, just like this. Now number 7, to what extent does this insurance cover you? This is basically a voice change. Okay, you have to turn it into a passive voice, and most of the students go wrong here. So you have to write like this, that how far are you in are you covered? How far are you covered by this insurance? How far are you covered by this insurance, with note of interrogation. Now the 8th one, he was so young that he could have been my son. So you have to write that he was young enough to be my son. Okay. Now the 9th, I normally do my ironing while I am watching TV. Here you should write it is customary. Here you have to start this sentence with it is customary. So write like this, that it is customary for me. It is customary for me to do ironing while watching TV. Okay, don't write like this, it is customary that I do my ironing. Don't write like this, just like it is customary for me. Customary means habitual. Okay, so it has become a habit of me. Unless you vacate the house, I will file a case against you. So you have to write or begin the sentence, vacate the house so that. So you have to write like this, that vacate the house so that I will not have to file a case against you. I will not have to, here you must write, so that I will not have to file a case against you. Now proceeding to the preposition here, fill in the blanks with appropriate or suitable words. It is essential that you keep dash the good wishes. So here you should write, you keep up the good wishes of your predecessors. You keep up the good wishes. Keep up means to maintain or to fulfill the wish. Okay. Now the second one, you must keep dash from mercenary people. You must keep away from mercenary people. Mercenary means money minded people. Okay. So you must keep away from. Keep away from means stay away from. The boy made dash a story. The boy made up a story about his dog eating up his assignment. So made up a story. This is actually a phrasal verb, make up a story. This idiom means make up a story means to cook up a story or to make a false story. Okay. You must note down all these things. The thieves broke the window and made dash with my laptop. Made away with or made off with, O-double-F here. Okay. So the phrasal verb goes make away with, you please note it down, make away with or make off with. Both the phrasal verb mean the same, that to steal and to run away. To steal and to run away. Number 5. The farmers put dash a stall at the fair. The farmers put up a stall. Put up a stall means to establish or to erect a stall here. They tried their best to put dash the fire. To put out the fire. Because we know put out, this is a phrasal verb which means to extinguish the fire. Don't run dash your opponents. Do not run or don't run down your opponents. Run down is a phrasal verb which means to belittle someone or to criticize someone severely. So never belittle your opponents or never criticize your opponents severely or harshly. Number 8. We ran dash of cake at my birthday party, so we had to order for more. So you have to write that we ran out of cake. We ran out of cake. Ran out means run out means this is the phrasal verb which means get exhausted. শেষ হয়ে যাওয়া বা out of stock যেটা আমরা বলি. Number 9. Guests have to check dash of my rooms by noon. Guests have to check out of my room, out of the rooms by noon. Check in or check out, these two phrases we use for hotel. So check out of the rooms you must write. Now the 10th one, the last. She needs to check dash on a few things before deciding to quit the job. So the answer is check up on. Check up on a few things. Check up on This is the phrasal verb which means to verify through a brief investigation in order to see if whether there would not be any problem. Okay, so in that case, check up on means to verify through investigation. Now the passage, this is the last one. I am reading out this passage, and I always tell my students, so in one go at first you have to read out the whole passage in order to identify the tense in which the whole passage is written. Otherwise there is the probability that you may go wrong. So don't do this thing. Elephants are afraid of bees. The largest animal on land is so dash of a tiny insect, is so terrified of a tiny insect that it dash flap its ears. It dash flaps its ears, stirs up. If you have written the answer flaps, then you are completely wrong, because here you see the sequence of the phrases. It dash flap its ear, যদি ফ্ল্যাপস করি আমরা তাহলে তারপরটা কি হবে, স্টায়ার্স আপ হবে, তারপরটা হবে কি মেক্স নয়েজেস হবে, কিন্তু এখানে সেটা হচ্ছে না। দেয়ারফর the answer is not it flips its ear, rather you have to write it will flap its ears, it will stir up dust, and it will make noises. Okay, so if in the beginning you write just will, then with all the verbs it will go. So it will flaps its ears, stir up dust, and make noises when it hears, H-E-A-R-S, when it hears the buzz of a beehive. Of course, a bee sting can't penetrate the thick hide of an elephant, but when bees swarm, hundreds dash may sting. So hundreds, here the answer is may. Hundreds may sting an elephant in its most sensitive areas, the trunk, mouth, and eyes. The threat of bees is so intensely felt by elephants that conservationists dash use it. You may write just use or are using. Conservationists is plural, therefore use is right, or are using you may write. So conservationists are using it or use it to help prevent the kinds of conflict that put the behemoths at risk. Behemoth means elephant. In recent years, dash research have persuaded. In recent years, researchers, the answer is researchers. Researchers have persuaded farmers to use, the answer is to use, the elephant's fear of bees as a potential fence line to protect crops. By dash beehives, by stringing, the answer of the ninth blank is stringing. By stringing beehives every 20 meter alternating with fake hives, a team of researchers in Africa dash show that. Here you have to write has shown. Why has? Because it is written a team. A team is a collective noun which is understood as a whole here. Therefore, a team has, here you have to write that a team of researchers in Africa has shown. If it is written only researchers, then have shown, but it is written a team of researchers. A team is a collective noun, singular verb it will take. So a team of researchers in Africa has shown that they can keep 80% of elephants away from farmland. Okay, my students, so today here up to this one, we will meet in our next session. Okay, stay at home and stay happy, stay safe. Okay, bye.